Hey everyone, it's Kai from WCC, and it was a Friday, and there was a Friday stream. And usually I don't usually pay attention to Fridays because Friday streams usually are pretty boring. The cards released aren't that amazing. Like last Friday was PBO, which was a big disappointment. So yeah, no, I wasn't really paying attention, but just turn it on. Might as well leave it on. And boy, I was wrong. Today's cards, at least some of them weren't very good. Like, they showed the last stuff for Phantom Dragon Aeon, the last Megacolony cards, and man, I thought PBO was bad. Some of these machining cards aren't very good at all. So let's get into it. Machining Cyberster is our first card revealed. It's for Megacolony. Effect is Rearguard Circle. When rest by your card's ability, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, call up to 1 card with machining in its card name from among them to Rearguard Circle, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once per turn, so hard once per turn. Now, this card might look pretty decent, right? You know, machining has a lot of effects that rest your units. So if you rest this, at least you get that card's machining effect off, and then you get to use this card's effect and, you know, replace it. That sounds amazing, but no, it's not, because one, you can only get machining, which seems really jank. You know, your deck has to be full of machining. It's only top 3 as well, only top 3, so not like top 5 or anything. So you can miss. You can probably miss, unless your deck is just entirely machining. But do we have all machining triggers? That's a good question. Anyway, yeah, so it's that, and basically this card is built to cover like a band-aid. It's like cover the weakness of like what machining cards do. So while other clans seem to just get like free effects, this is like a band-aid effect, which isn't very cool. So that's my problem with it. It's a hard once per turn as well. It's a hard once per turn. So it feels bad, man. It feels bad. Yeah, the second card that was released was Machining Scatterhorn. Now, when placed Rearguard Circle or Vanguard Circle, when placed from a hand, look at the top 6 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with machining in its card name other than grade 2 from among them. Put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. If you put a card into your hand, put a card from your hand into Soul. Seems, I don't, like... Hey, it's got another effect. Let's do the other effect first before I start complaining about it. So yeah, it's Act Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1, and rest a Rearguard with machining in its card name, so ideally your Cyberster. Choose one of your opponent's Rearguards, and that unit cannot stand during your opponent's next stand phase. So, let's talk about this again. Alright, so the first effect basically replaces your old machining. It should be Hornet, right? Or is it is it not Stag Beetle? Mantis, that's right. So old Mantis buddy, old Mantis boy. Yeah, it was Counterblast 1, so you needed 1 CB. You can only get up to grade 3s, and at least you get 6k, right? Even when it misses. So Machining Scatterhorn, alright. First effect, already kind of better. You can get more than a grade 3, but it has to be machining. So, actually, it just sucks. This card just sucks, dude. Yeah, sure. Like, it doesn't even plus. This card doesn't even plus, man. You can get something that's not a grade 3. That's the good point of it. But it doesn't plus. You have a second effect that just seems very underwhelming. Your opponent cannot stand one of their rear guards. Okay, you paid a Soul Blast for it. Soul is actually very important in Standard because it's your limiting resource. Rest a rear guard with the machine. You have to rest one of your things as well. So you have to rest the Cyberster, or it's not amazing. So yeah, this card design just feels totally last year at least. Next one, we have Machining Meteor Bullet. So this takes up your triple R slot. So when you pull it, you just cry. Alright, you just cry. Vanguard Rearguard Circle. If you have 5 or more Rearguards, all of your Rearguards with machining in their card name gets boost. Yeah, cool. At least it works on the Rearguard Circle. And then the other effect is Act Vanguard Rearguard Circle once per turn. Rest another Rearguard with machining in its card name. and this unit gets plus 10k into. Why is it limited to once per turn, right? It feels so jank, you know? Like, why not just rest as many as you want and then stand, and then you have like a at least half decent card. Right now, your first effect here is just like meh, right? Your first, okay, all your machinings get boost, right? Okay, yeah, it has to have machine. You have to play machinings again, right? The second effect is just like, oh, could have been just way better, but it's not. Like, and it's a triple R slot, right? It's a triple R slot, so come on, like, it should be way better than this. So I don't know what to say. Like, this is just disappointing in my opinion. These three cards. I mean, the first Cyberster was okay, but again, as that issue where it's basically just band-aiding your cards, right? And the next two are just not too good. They're not great. So that's it for machinings. But luckily for us, it wasn't over. It wasn't over. And thankfully, the next part of the stream, the next card reveals, they had crazy amount of card reveals today, was actually legit. So let's get to the cool stuff. So first card reveal from the next set after that, the Storm of the Blue Cavalry set, the Lambro set, we have Blou Younger, or Blou Younger. I don't know the exact wording for that, but boy, BLAUS are back, and the cool thing about BLAUS is they look cool, right? Look at this guy, he looks pretty cool. His effects just pretty generic, but yeah, he looks cool, right? So Blou Younger, this guy's back, BLAUS are back, right? Now, our second guy, Blau Panzer, our grade 1, he's our old, you know, ride chain dude. His effect now is auto Vanguard circle. When placed by riding from Blou Younger, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Blau in its card name from among them, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. And then on the rear guard circle, when placed, you may discard a trigger unit from your hand, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 card with Blau in its card name, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So first effect now basically can kind of get any Blau, so you can get your Blau, well, the old one was 6k, and when you wrote it, you get the grade 2, but you don't confirm the grade 3 unless you call it in the rear guard circle. This one, the new card allows you to grab the grade 2 or the grade 3 or nothing, right? Or nothing. So it's like a bit of a hit and miss there. It's also only Vanguard circle, so that's kind of not cool, I guess. I mean, it'd be really nice if it's on the rear guard circle and make the deck really consistent. But on the rear guard circle, you still get your kind of get your grade 3 search anyway, so that's not bad. The only thing is you have to discard a trigger unit, which is a bit strange. The old one you didn't really have to. You have to discard a grade 3, right? Which in 0 was a trigger unit, but I guess discarding a trigger unit is pretty harsh, but at least it will get you out of a grade suck, which is pretty nice. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do like. I don't know about the new art though. That new art, I think it's not that cool, I guess, but we'll see. Grade 2, we have our Blau Kluger. Now, his effect is when placed, counterblast 1, look at the top 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Blau in its card name from among them, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So before it just had a countercharge effect, now it also grabs more cards. So it kind of makes the grade 1 and the grade 2 both kind of make the deck a bit more consistent, just grabbing the BLAUS out of your deck. And then on the rear guard circle, at the end of the battle that it is hacked, if you have a Vanguard with Blau in its card name, you may put this card into your soul and then draw a card. So I actually really like this effect. It's like the Carl Assault a lot, but without really much of a condition. Like, as long as your Vanguard is Blau, then you're fine. And this second effect actually comes into handy down the line, because your grade 3 BLAUs do want your Blau Kluger in soul. So if you don't ride a Blau Kluger, you're not exactly screwed. As long as you draw it when you ride your grade 3 from like your XTEL 2 or that, you can at least still shove this guy into your soul and still proc their effects. So moving on to the cool reprints, right? We got Stern Blau Kluger. I do like this art's okay. I do kind of like his old art a bit more, because it's like much more foily, you know, band, but you know, this is just a sample. So let's go to the effects though. Con Vanguard Circle. During your turn, if your soul has a Blau Kluger, all of your grade 3 units of Blau in their card names get power plus 10k. So that's pretty decent. Excel hitting numbers. And then the second effect is Auto Vanguard Circle. At the end of battle attack, you may discard 2 cards from your hand, choose a Galaxy Blau Kluger. On your rear guard circle, you can bind it, then ride that card at stand, and that unit gets drive -1 until the end of turn. So this effect is pretty Yasui-like, but again, with this, like with Blau's first effect, it is making your Blau hit numbers. It's in 22. That's pretty nice, especially against how Protect is really strong now. You got your Night Roses, you got your Charlottes and all that. So this, ideally speaking, right, you ride a Stern, you get an XL2, you go into Galaxy, and you get another XL2 as well. So it's 2 XLs. You kind of offset your discard 2. So it's basically just Yasui with power, alright? Yasui had like advantage, but this one gives you power, so it makes at least your first attack a bit annoying to guard. So let's go look at Galaxy Blau because they reveal that as well. So Galaxy Blau Kluger, Vanguard Circle, during your turn, if your solo has Blau Kluger, all of your grade 3 units get Blau in its card name. Well, all the units with Blau in its card name get plus power plus again. So same effect as before. It's making your Blaus, grade 3 Blaus at least hit big. And then auto Vanguard Circle, when it attacks, you may counterblast 1, call up to 1 Stern Blau Kluger from your soul to Rearguard Circle, and then when rode upon by a unit with Blau in its card name, you may call this card to the Rearguard Circle. So basically, you attack with Stern, you pop this guy, bind him, and he comes down on your Vanguard Circle. Then when you attack, you counterblast 1 and call that Stern from your soul to the Rearguard Circle. And that is cool. And then next turn, when you ride Stern over this card, or just ride any Blau over this card, you just call to a Rearguard Circle, and you basically, it's just nice. You know, get another attacker and get benefits. You will benefit from the plus 10k from the Blau. So you got that nice combo going, but that wasn't all that they revealed. They also revealed this extra card called Morgenrot. So maybe you remember this guy. He was an old card. Auto Rearguard Circle. At the end of your turn, you may retire this unit and return one of your Rearguards with Blau in its card name to your hand. So this card basically makes the loop kind of work. So you call that Stern, so use Galaxy, right? Attack, call that Stern out, you do your attack, 1 drive, your Stern attacks, end of turn your Morgenrot puts the Stern back into your hand, and then next turn you ride that Stern, and then you call out your Galaxy again, and then you got your nice Galaxy attack, then your Stern attack, you pop the Galaxy, bind it, and ride it, and bam. We do that loop again and again. So yeah, this seems pretty good. Not just the art, alright? I really like art for Blaus, but the effect overall is pretty decent. Especially, you know, with XL2 combos and all that, and then just going, like, people say current Yasui does really well against, or at least does decently against the big Protect decks that are going around well. This seems pretty similar, except much more aggressive, much more powerful. So I think Blaus definitely will be pretty decent when they come out. Let's talk a bit more though. Let's talk about premium, right? So people have mentioned that there are some premium Blaus that make the combos even cooler. So we've got Son Blau Kluger. He basically just, when it attacks, you can if your heart card is Blau, you may pay the cost, and then search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 card with Blau in its card name, put it into your hand, and then if your limit break 5, you can discard 3, and then at the end of the battle, you may pay the cost. You ride, you put the card face up in the G zone, and then you ride that grade 3. Well, choose 1 grade 3 card from your hand and ride it. So, ideally, you ride like Galaxy Blau Kluger. You stride into this, and then you get a Stern. Your Stern comes down, your Galaxy, and you got all that cool stuff. And then in 1 turn, you've generated 3 XL circles, which is pretty nice. We got another one, Blazer Blau Kluger, which pretty much does the same thing, except it's limit break 4 instead, and you don't get to search the Blau from your deck, but you know, limit break 4 is better, and you still kind of get the 3 XL circle generation, which is pretty nice. It'll be interesting to see if they get any cards that will allow them to get another, like, place a card in those XL circles that they generate, like what Yasui got. Overall, it seems pretty good. If you have like a fat grade 3 on your XL circle, and you got like some kick typhoons to restand that with, you can make some really aggressive plays early on. But overall, very nice cards from Blaus. They look to be the budget stuff of the set, because you know Victor has to be featured. So yeah, they're basically taking some triple R slots, and maybe we'll see some cool stuff from Victor. So yeah, so far so good. Nova Grapple is looking very nice and mint, looking very cool with the robots. Megacolony, unfortunately, it just feels bad, man. Go simp for Ghidorah, I guess. So yeah, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.